I'm going to be explaining everything that I have learned within this chapter of my life, because I know that along the lines somewhere, I know in my future, I know right now that I am doing big things. I am inspiring millions of women. I am meant to inspire and preach and change people's lives. I know that. Recording the whole entire thing, regardless of how many views it gets, and I'm going to keep this shit up to share my experience, to share the transparency and authenticity of journeys like this. I feel like a lot of successful people are just there and show the success. I want to show every fucking part of this shit. I was losing my fucking brain last month. I was losing my fucking mind. Like, I was fucking running in circles. Like, dog, I was going insane. So, and I want to express and share all of that shit. I don't want to sugarcoat any of this shit, because this shit is real. It's other people, other women with big ass dreams get caught up in their brain. We get caught up in reality. We get caught up in the moment and have to shift our focus somewhere else because we're trying to keep our head above water. That is real. And I want to express that. I want to emphasize the authenticity of these moments and come together, support each other as we get back on track and get back to what we're trying to do. Get back to the end goal. Get back to our big dreams. Get back to living a life that we truly fucking love. So that's why I'm here. Hey guys, I have not seen y'all in for fucking ever. I have not made a video. I've been out of town, and finally I'm back with myself, back in my space, again in my fucking car. My car is my home at this point. But let's get into it. Please don't mind that stuff. I was on a 22-hour road trip, whatever, and my brother's dogs were in here, so that's why we have that there. I have a lot of shit to unpack. I have a lot of shit to talk about. So if you don't know me, my name is Nita Bay, or Millionaire Nita, and I talk about all things personal development, how I value myself as a woman, and my end goal, my end game is to help women connect deeper with themselves so that they never have to settle for less in their life. That is why I make the content that I do. That is why I am here talking about my passions almost all the time. I need to turn that shit off. Just to recap, it is currently October 28th. I moved to Austin, Texas in July. I spontaneously moved to Austin, Texas. Within the first 2 months of me being here, I lost my job. A whole another month of me being here, I wasn't employed. I ended up just going on a trip to see my family. Now I'm back. A month, I didn't have a job. For a month and some change, I didn't have a job. And that shit put me in a survival mode that I have never in my life been in. Ever. This survival mode was a survival mode full of stress, worry, and a lack of abundance. My brain was going on 100 miles per hour. I was doing so much more in my brain than I was doing in person. I was self-sabotaging. I was thinking so much shit, and I was blocking my fucking blessings. I genuinely feel like I lost myself, and where I'm at right now today is like, you have to lose yourself to find yourself. And now where I'm at with myself, I understand that I never lost myself, but I was just experiencing new things that I haven't yet experienced. I was experiencing new feelings that I have never yet experienced, and now I'm connecting deeper with myself. I am not fully where I want to be with myself, but I do have a new perception of the chapter that I'm currently in. I have a new perception of where I'm at with myself. Sorry if my video bounces a lot of places. I literally have learned so much, and I have so much to talk about. I feel like before I moved, my number one fear was, oh my gosh, what if I can't pay my bills? Oh my gosh, what if this, what if that? And it was a whole lot of fear that I was feeling.
Is that my brother? That is my brother. Fuck. You know what? Fuck you. Who gives a fuck, bro? Oh my god, Nita. I'm gonna keep this shit in there because this is real life. I literally, bro, like, who really gives a fuck? My brother just pulled up, and if I'm being completely honest, I didn't want him seeing me recording on my laptop, on my computer, because I give a big fuck about how my brother perceives me. But you know what? Who said this is like, I don't know, bitch. Who said this is like weird? Who said that shit? Who gives a fuck, bitch? I am a fucking inspiration. You didn't even fucking notice me. I don't know, I look up to my brother a lot, and he's doing big things, so sometimes I have this fucking shit in my brain where I have the fear of being judged. But who gives a flying fuck? Who gives a fuck?
So anyways, that's another thing too. I noticed that I can sometimes really get in a rut of the way people perceive me and perceive what I'm doing, and sometimes I allow other people's judgments to be put onto mine, and that is something that I'm overcoming now because I am fully aware of it. I don't want to give a fuck. Genuinely, I don't want to give a fuck. I don't need to give a fuck. My dreams aren't other people's dreams. It's not for other people to understand. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm pushing myself. That's why I keep telling myself, bro, who really gives a fuck? Because when I ask myself that, who really does give a fuck? Like, sometimes I have to clock my own routine and become aware of the shit that I need to become aware of, because I can really get stuck in a rut. I can really get stuck in my head and lose myself in the shit. And I gotta reconnect with myself, really clock myself, or bring myself to the present moment, reground myself, and realize, like, I'm the only one. I'm putting it in my head that I should give a fuck about what other people think, when in reality, I don't need to give a fuck about what anybody else has to say, think, or feel about anything that I do, because this is my life. They can give a fuck about their life and what they got to do and what they want to do and how they dream and all that shit. They can give a fuck about their life and the shit they're doing. But honestly, the way they feel about me don't got shit to do with me, because this is my fucking life. This is my fucking life. And it's time for me to take control of my fucking life. Like, within the last month, I literally was stuck in survival mode. I was not living a life that I fucking loved, and that shit put me in a fucking rut, bro. That shit literally made me spiral, because I'm like, what am I fucking doing right now? Like, I'm literally just trying to keep my head above water, which is cool. I feel like I'm so grateful for that experience, because one, not only did it help me trust myself, like, it made me show up for myself in the moment. It made me upset that I was actually able to get there with myself and feel so low with myself. But it's like, I'm also really grateful that I was there and realized that that's not where I want to be with myself. So why would I even keep myself there? Why would I even put myself back in that situation? Why would I even think those kinds of thought patterns like that? Why would I do that to myself if I don't enjoy living like that? So, like, why would I do that to myself? And then I seen this one video on TikTok that really switched the game up for me. She was explaining, fire lives off oxygen, right? If there's no oxygen, the fire cannot be fired. The fire cannot keep growing. The fire could just not light up. If there's no oxygen, there is no fire. Imagine you create fires, right? And each fire has a topic, has a thought pattern, has a life that you want to live, or has a version of your life. Imagine your breath, your oxygen gives fuel to that fire. Girl, when I tell you that shit changed the way I view a lot of shit. Like, I don't know why it took that concept to, like, really click in my brain, because I'm like, I keep talking about how I don't like this. I keep talking about how stressed out I am. I keep talking about how like this. I keep talking negativity, and I'm creating this shit. I am literally creating this shit. Why would I fucking do that? And I don't even want to say that, because it's okay, Nita. Like, it's okay. But I really question, like, I don't want to live that fucking life. Like, I don't want to live a life of negativity. I have never experienced being in this position, so I automatically ran to negativity. I thought I trust myself, but in reality, I didn't trust myself. I thought I lived in this world of abundance, but in reality, I always had something to fall on, and that was why I trusted so much, because I knew that if I fell down, it was going to be okay. But this time, it was just me. I used to live in my parents' house. I had a full-time job that paid me salary. I could ask as many days off and would still get paid the same amount every fucking month. Of course, I didn't worry about shit. Of course, I trust in abundance. But now it's just me. Now I pay my bills. I lost my job. I wasn't getting paid salary. I had to go find another job. Like, it really took it, like it really tested me. It really showed me how much I trusted myself. And it turns out I really didn't trust myself as much as I thought I did. I really didn't trust the universe as much as I thought I did. I wasn't as abundant as I thought I was. And I'm grateful that shit came to light. And I'm grateful that I'm able to work on that relationship now. And I'm grateful all that shit came to my fucking face, because the rest of the shit was a fucking front. I was privileged. I was fucking blessed, and I still am. I'm not saying I'm not. I still am, but I didn't realize how much all of that shit had a play in it. When it really come down to it and I had nothing, what did I trust in? I barely trusted in myself to go get a fucking job. I barely trusted in myself to show up for myself. I'm grateful that I did. I'm grateful that I was in the position to do what I was able to do for myself. But all of that shit just showed me so much, and I realized, do I want to give this fire my oxygen? Do I want to really let this fire keep lighting, or do I want to starve this fucking fire? Bitch, I want to starve it, bitch. I don't want this shit to keep living, bruh. I don't want this fucking life to, this fucking raggedy ass, like, thought process, this raggedy ass, negative, nasty ass shit to keep living. No. So when I came back from visiting my family, I'm here now, I'm home now, I'm like, we're going to speak life into my life. That's where all my oxygen is going. That's what it's going to go to. It's not going to go to this ugly ass, I don't even want to judge it. No judgment. It's not going to go into these negative emotions, lack of abundance, low frequency life. It is not going to go there. That fire is going to fucking starve. That fire does not deserve my breath. It can have anybody else's oxygen, but it can get the fuck away from me, because I'm over that shit. And then I also, I was comparing like the way I thought currently to the way I used to think. Back then I never gave a fuck. I just was in a deep gratitude, which is amazing, but my gratitude was also kind of fabricated, because I didn't give a fuck about shit. So now that I'm growing up, now that I'm experiencing more things, I realize that the things that I felt, abundance, gratitude, flow, I was genuinely feeling them, but they were also a bit fabricated because it wasn't balanced. Abundant life, or I was experiencing this feeling of abundance because I was so secure. I was so secure, and I was experiencing this gratitude in this state of flow because I genuinely didn't have any attachments to anything, or I didn't feel for anything. Now I care about things, and it takes me a little longer to, I guess, let go of things. Before, and it's like, honestly, where I'm at now, it's like, do I really even want to let go of anything? Obviously, I won't let things take control of my life. But I'm sure I want to carry parts of me with me. Everything that I have experienced in my life is a part of me. Why do I really, truly want to fully let go of it? I don't. And that's where I'm at with myself. If you truly want to let go of something, that's great. If that's what works for you. The old version of myself wanted to let go of every fucking thing. If you weren't in my life anymore, fuck you. I don't need you. But now, I send you love, and I'm grateful we had an experience together, and I'm grateful I even had an opportunity to know you or to experience anything with you. I'm grateful for all of that shit, and I'm going to keep that with me. I don't have to forget about it, and I don't have to let go of it. I'm in a whole new experience in my life, and I experienced different feelings that I never felt before. And I thought I was tripping. I thought I was losing myself. I thought I was going insane because I cared so much now. And I was worried. And the old me, 18-year-old me, like me last year, me 2 years ago, I was never worried about shit. But it's like, of course I'm worried. I care now. I care about myself. I care about where I'm going. I care about people around me. Like, that's good. That's not a bad thing. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. I was also upset because when I didn't give a fuck and when I was a master of detachment, I felt like I had so much to talk about. I felt like I had so much influence on people because I didn't care about anything, and I wanted other people to not give a fuck about anything either, so that they could truly just do whatever the fuck they wanted. And I felt like I had so much to talk about. I felt like I had so much to teach other people and to help coach other people on how to gain this attitude. It made me kind of upset now because since I gave a fuck so much, I felt like, damn, what can I teach people now? Like what is there to talk about? Like I really felt like the old me who didn't give a fuck was prime. I felt like I said, I felt like I was losing myself and I needed to be her. I'm aware now and I notice that it's okay to be the student sometimes. I was so stuck on the old version of myself who was teaching so many things, teaching this new attitude that I had. And now that I was in a different state of my life and I was learning new things and experiencing new feelings, I felt like, what the fuck can I do now? Like, I'm just not Himothy anymore. And I was just not feeling myself at all. At one point, you have to be a student and able to become the teacher. You have to, you have to experience these things and be able to speak about them. And able to be able to tell your story and be able to inspire people. I had to lose myself, quote unquote, lose myself to be able to express and learn the things that I just learned through this journey so that I can help inspire you. There was nothing bad about what I was going through. There was nothing bad about me being in student mode. I still am. I'm just coming on here to explain and emphasize and share the authenticity of the journey that I just went through. I was crying like all the time. I literally genuinely felt like I was losing my fucking brain. I had never been through that. Like, I was never an overthinker. I was never a worrier. I was never that type of person to do on any of that because I didn't give a fuck about anything in life. I was like, oh, fuck it. Who the fuck gives a fuck, bitch? I'm gonna keep living my life. But it's because I didn't care about anything. And now I care. And I don't have a problem with caring. The primary reason of me explaining that is for you to trust the process. While I was going through what I was going through, I wasn't questioning any of it. I wasn't not grateful for any of it. Honestly, I wasn't the most grateful while I was going through what I was going through. But I understood that there was a bigger picture. And I still understand that I'm still figuring it out. We don't always have to have it figured out. And you don't always have to be in teacher mode. You don't always have to be in mentor mode. You don't always have to be the biggest bat in the fucking room. You do not have to do that. It's okay to be the little bat learning from the big bats. It's okay to be the little bat trying to figure it out on their own. It's okay. Like, we don't have to have it figured out. Shit, I'm only 20 years old. I don't know why the fuck I even think I gotta have it figured out. I don't know why the fuck I thought I had to have it figured out. Bitch, I really thought I had to have this shit figured out. Bitch, I'm only 20 years old. I just started life. I just entered my adulthood. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. 18-year-olds, bruh, I'm still a kid. Bro, I'm literally still a kid. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I genuinely don't care. I'm still a kid and I'm still figuring it out. And I'm grateful that I have this mindset where I can be kind to myself. I'm grateful for everything that I just went through. And I'm grateful for you watching this shit. I'm grateful that you're here. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for being a part of my journey. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of yours. I truly am so passionate about what I do, what I talk about, and helping women connect deeper with themselves. I usually come out with these videos very intuitively, or just when I have a really, really big message on my heart, or just when I really, really want to be transparent with y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Bye.